Hi, my babies. This message is going to be for fire signs. It doesn't matter if it's your sun, moon, rising, north node, it's your Uranus, your Saturn. If you know you got some fire placements in your chart, this message may be for you, okay? And even if you don't got no fire placements and you just stumble across this message and you feel like it resonates, it does because it's not necessarily about signs, right? It could just be that there's something that you need to take action on. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm gonna pull from my exec first to see what's going on. So let self-love be your focus, fire signs. You don't need validation. Remember what your purpose is. And some of you could be a Latino descent. Okay, so some of you guys could just be focusing on your your self-love, you're focusing on purpose, you're focusing on yourself. You've been focusing on yourself. Let's see. Okay, so somebody, you guys could be with someone that felt as though they gave up on love until they met you, or you felt like you gave up on love until you met someone. Okay, what else for my fire babies? You guys could be reinventing yourself. Some of you guys could have recently went shopping. Everything doesn't deserve a response, fire signs. You got to know how to take the high road. It's okay to be quiet, especially with all that fiery energy that you have. It's okay not to be so impulsive. It's okay to listen to understand and not listen to respond, okay? Sometimes you got to listen to what somebody has to say so that you can see their point of view, fire signs. Okay. Some of you guys are needing to make a plan. There's things that you want to achieve, there's things that you want to do, but you're not planning. It's time for you to make a plan. Make a plan. Write it out. Okay? Or some of you, you're not saying anything. You're making a plan. You're like, you know what? I've had enough. I'm not saying anything. I'm just going to make my plan and go with my move. Okay? For some of you, you are learning or need to learn how to accept yourself. Psalms 139, verses 13 and 14 could be significant. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. So for some of you, yeah, this is heavy on the self-love, accepting your body, loving on your body, and not judging yourself so harshly. I thank God for you. You made me restore love back into my heart. Yeah. Okay, so for some of you, you could be storing or just carrying a lot of bitterness. There's something that you need to forgive or someone that you need to forgive and just let things go because it's weighing you down, okay? And for some of you, that's what's going to help you restore back love into your heart is by you letting go of bitterness and not forgiving people who might have hurt you. It's like you have to just let it go. You forgive for yourself and not for others, okay? Um, let's see what else we have here. Yeah, memory lane. You guys keep thinking about the past over and over and over and over and over. And because you think about the past and the things that you have been through in the past, you're not realizing that you have someone who's in your life that is helping you restore back love into your heart, but you can't really fully receive this love if you are constantly just thinking about the things that you have been through in the past. Okay? And for some of you, it's like you you could get ready to meet someone that is going to change your mind around love, okay? Even if it's not forever, it's just someone that's meant to show you the true meaning of unconditional love. Some of you, you could have had someone that was just thirsty, a fan of you, a little groupie that was just around you just to be around, or yeah. All right. All right, let's see what else. Happiness is an inside job. Stop looking to people, environments, food, or substances to make you happy. So yeah, this is Baltimore could be significant, but this is what I'm getting for you guys, fire signs. It's like you guys have to allow yourself to really sit with yourself and figure out what is it that you really want, especially with this creative plan here. It's like, what do I really want? Because you could possibly say that you're in a loving relationship, but you don't feel happy. And that's because you're carrying a lot of dead weight. You need to love on yourself, but you also need to let things go. A lot of you are just holding on to the past, even if this is the past that you had with someone, or the past that you have with a current person, or the past that you had with someone else. It's like your trauma and things that you've been through is leaking into your adulthood, and it is making you feel like you need validation. It's like your past is starting to play on your insecurities, and you're insecure with yourself, but it's not necessarily because you're around people that make you feel insecure. It's really just you. So it's like, what I'm getting from this, fire signs, is that you may not have caused your problems, but you still can be the solution to them. Okay, by just simply showing up and saying, I'm going to do this to help myself feel better. I'm going to seek therapy. I'm going to talk to someone. I'm going to do whatever it is that I have to do to release this past trauma and pain that I have. Okay. Look, oh my gosh, the past. Y'all really need to let go of the past. Okay. There's something that you guys need to, and for some of you, when it comes to work, there's things that you said that you were going to do in the past that you haven't done. It's time to create a actual solid plan and follow the plan. It's like now it's time to take action. You've just been sitting on ideas and things that you want to achieve, but you're not doing anything to achieve them. Yeah, for some of you, it's like you're not managing your money properly. You have, you know, you could just be needing to manage your money better, and actually utilizing your money to invest and spend on things that is going to help you secure a better future. Yeah, manifesting. So it's like, in order for you to be able to get the things that you desire, you have to put your money in the right places, because it says you have all the tools you need to increase your income. So what are you waiting for? You have all the tools. You just need to take action. And when you take action, that's when good fortune will come. Okay? For some of you, yeah, it's like you need to learn how to. So what I'm getting is that for some of you, you could be seen as the peacemaker in your family, or it's just something that you need to apply some sort of diplomacy when it comes to some sort of difficult situation, especially when it comes to money. Okay? But there will be a great outcome in your finances if you go ahead and just take this chance, because whatever it is that you want to do, it's like you're getting signals from up above, from God, your angels, your spirit team, to go ahead and go after whatever this is. Okay? Things are going to line up for you if you go ahead and take action. Make a plan. Another thing for you is, it's like, for some of you, you may have some sort of money coming in and you need to make a plan. Make a plan. It's like, this money is coming in and it hasn't really quite come in yet, but are you making a plan? No. Some of you guys are just, you're dragging your feet. You're dragging your feet when it comes to something. And for some of you, you're also having to realize that things is going to come. Let's just say hypothetically, you've taken something and you've invested your money into something, and it's not progressing as fast as you would like. It's like slow progress is better than no progress. Allow things to happen gradually, as long as you know that you're doing the right things and you're, taking action. Things are going to turn out good for you. You just got to take your time and just allow, yeah, whatever this investment is, it can be moving slow, but it's still going to pay off in the end. Okay. And for some of you, like I said, it's time for you to invest. Go ahead and invest in your future, invest in yourself, whatever that may mean for you. What else for fire signs? Yeah, this came out. So there's something, yeah, unexpected came out in reverse. You are expecting something and you need to go ahead and plan for it so that you can invest it into the right thing. Okay. And for some of you, your limiting beliefs is what is limiting you from achieving this abundance that you are wanting to get for yourself. Some of you, it's like there's something when it comes to your creative sense. It's something that it's time for you to get creative. It's time for you to act on your creativity. For some of you, you could be somebody that's very artistic, or you find yourself as a little fashionista. There's, or you want your own clothing line. There's something that you want to do. Go ahead and invest in it and do it, and stop second guessing yourself. Stop beating around the bush. Speak up. This just came up over here. So for some of you, you need to speak up about something. Be more straightforward. Be more forthcoming. Say what is it that you need to say. Okay? Yeah, avoid drama. You avoid drama by just saying what you need to say and letting it go, versus like letting things escalate when they don't necessarily have to. What else does fire signs need to know right now at this time? Enchanted. So it's like, hold on one second. There's something, and I'm going to read this mystery. So it's like there's something that's being revealed to you, something that's going to be revealed to you when you just be still. It says do nothing. Sometimes you need to be still, meditate. You need to go into solitude. Things will be revealed to you when you be still and trust. I'm going to read Enchanted to you guys. Unfortunately, this does not have. Let me see something. There it is. There is something magical and enchanted about moonlight. Whatever it touches turns a beautiful, creamy silver. Something is doing this in your life now, or is about to. Life is all about cycles, as is astrology and moonology. Right now, you're about to move into a more enchanted time or cycle in your life. If you believe, whatever you're wishing for can come true, because you're starting to believe again. Perhaps after a rough time, this card reminds you to focus on the good while you process the difficult. If you can't yet feel the magic in your life, take support from a daily practice of just breathing out, with the intention of breathing out stress through cleansing breaths. It might be dark now, but there is moonlight at the end of the tunnel. So keep the faith and see the world through kind eyes. If you affirm that something is too good to be true, you might make it so. Instead, believe that life can be magical for you, and it can be. Smile more, trust the process, get in touch with your inner child, believe it and achieve it, and expect good things. We're taught to fear the dark, but the moonlight of a full moon shows us that there is less to fear and more to be grateful for. No darkness, no moonlight. So in order for you to get to the light, you got to go through the darkness. And for some of you, that's where that whole healing the bitterness and stuff came in. It's like you are afraid to revisit your past and the things that you've experienced in the past because it's really dark, but there is light in the darkness. And in order for you to be able to get through those difficult times, you have to go through the darkness. So it's time for you to tackle whatever it is that you need to express, whatever it is only you know. What is it that you need to focus on and what you need to do when it comes to letting go of your past, the things that has hurt you, whether this is from inner child, whether this is from teenage or even adulthood, whatever discrepancies you've experienced that has been difficult on you, that's weighing on your heart. It's time for you to just let it go. Okay, let it go. And just know that just because you've been through certain things doesn't mean that good things can't follow you as well, doesn't mean that good things can't happen. I'm gonna go to mystery and see what it says, but something is drawn. This card suggests that the way forward is not yet brightly lit, so to speak. There is mystery surrounding your question. You probably already sense that. It could be that someone isn't entirely upfront with you. Don't be alarmed. It may simply be that whoever this question involves doesn't yet feel ready to show you all their cards. Or perhaps the situation you're inquiring about hasn't yet fully evolved to its final state. And at this point, it's just impossible to know the answer to your question. The best thing to do is to work with what you do know and surrender the need to know everything. On the other hand, it could be that the answer to your question is surrounded in darkness because there's some foul play happening on the other. It could be that you don't need to know more, at least not yet. Stay optimistic now rather than focusing on any fears you have around your situation. You have free will. Some things are better left unsaid. Trust the universe and see what happens. Face any fears around your question. See your glass as half full. What I'm getting from this card is that, especially when it comes to your ideas and things that you want to pursue, you don't necessarily know how they're going to turn out. And it's okay for you not to know. It's just meant for you to take a chance because the whole point is to get you to be able to take chances over and over and over again, especially when it comes to success, when it comes to, building a business or doing anything in that sense. You have to be able to take a risk with and trusting and having a positive be positive about it. But even if things don't go as planned, just know that it went the way that it was supposed to, right? And you have to know that, especially if for some of you, if you've invested something and you feel like it's moving slow or you don't know what it's going to lead to, it's like that's okay. You just have to allow yourself to just see where that takes you, right? Just let it flow. And sometimes it's like you have to go through things to make mistakes so you could be able to be better, smarter the next time you take a chance. But the whole point is to never stop taking chances, to not move in fear. What else does fire signs need to know? What about this Five of Swords? Okay, so for some of you, it's like it's time for you to stop. What I'm getting here is that, hold on a second. Yeah, there's some sort of conflict or drama that you're holding on to. You're holding on to something that happened to you. It could be something that's malicious, something that happened, some sort of betrayal. There's something that you're holding on to that you need to let go so that you could be able to see new opportunities, right? That are going to help you in a creative way. Then what I'm getting from this is that there's some sort of something is protected. There's something, there's some sort of opportunity, a creative opportunity, something. Some of you could feel like someone could take your idea or something, but it's protected. Um, there's some sort of, let me see, let me see more about this Knight of Cups. There's some sort of proposal that is protected. Exactly. There's some sort of proposal that is protected that you're going to see some sort of progress from. Okay. It's like you could feel like the things that you're investing in is not going to work out when there's going to be so much progress. There's some sort of partnership. There's something that's protected. Okay. This could be a connection in love. This could be a connection. I said connection in love. The lovers is right here. So this could definitely be a connection in love. This could just be some sort of like partnership, something that, a paid partnership, something that is, something that's going to be fruitful for your future. It's protected. Okay. It's like you don't have to, you don't have to fight. What's yours is yours. It's time for you to rest. Some of you need to rest, take a break, and deal with this pain and sorrow that you've been experiencing. Some of you could be getting over some sort of sickness, or some of you, it's just like, for some of you, if you're in a relationship, this connection is protected. Or for some of you, you're holding on to a relationship that's delaying your finances. You feel like a relationship has ran its course and it doesn't align with your purpose anymore. Or some of you, yeah, like, but some of you here, it's like you need to lay these um burdens to rest. This bitterness, this stuff that happens in the past, it's like you have to put it to rest. It's time for you to see things from a different perspective. It's time for you to just let things go, because you're hurting yourself by constantly revisiting your past over and over and over again. And even if this is something that you're doing on, on a, every time you find yourself just, oh, I remember when, it's like, I am okay. Like you have to, I don't know how to put it, but it's like when you find yourself feeling a certain way about something, you need to, something, let me be clear. When you find your way thinking about something that's negative that happened in your past, you need to think about the positive that you have surrounding you. You have to think about the positive that is going on, right? And for some of you, it's like you keep investing in some sort of connection that brings you a lot of drama when you need to be protecting yourself. You need to be focusing on the things that you actually want to create. And this is just like all. Then what I'm getting to from this is that there's somebody that is behind the scenes trying to cause some sort of drama within some sort of new love offer that somebody is getting ready to have, or somebody doesn't want, unless this is you, fire signs, you don't want somebody to offer some sort of partnership or program. It's like this could go so many different ways, but with this wands, all this wand energy, it's giving me the things that you are truly wanting, they're getting ready to come after a period of a lot of misfortune and conflict and experiencing a lot of loss. But then there's, I don't know, somebody lighting candles to cause conflict in somebody's relationship, or somebody is trying to conflict someone so that they don't offer their love, or they just don't offer opportunities to other people. I don't know. This is like somebody trying to control somebody. Moving on. Yeah. Moving on. I don't know. Somebody, baby mama behind the scenes doing something to cause a conflict and some sort of connection. Unless this is you, fire signs. I don't know. I ain't even going there. Yeah. Somebody is like, somebody wants to stop someone from growing their wealth. And maybe this could be you, fire signs, where you could be very possessive in your relationship, where you don't want somebody to grow. Because you're hurt about what things has happened in the past. I don't know. Maybe somebody hurt you in the past. You don't want this person to work with other people, women, possibly. I don't know. This got a little sticky icky. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. Somebody doesn't want somebody. Somebody's really causing conflict to stop somebody from offering someone something. That's what I'm getting from this. And this, with all this, mm, whatever this is, whatever side you're on, this is gonna, it's, yeah. Somebody inspired action in reverse. Somebody doesn't want someone to take inspired action towards something or someone. And whoever this person is someone that is very possessive and controlling. What else does the fire signs need to know? Yeah, somebody is giving someone a hard time. With this swords here, someone's giving someone a hard time to take a risk, or you're having a hard time taking a risk. I'm reading it too. And for some of you, you need to explore your emotions. You need to talk about whatever it is that's been bothering you, because you're going to constantly keep going in the same cycle over and over and over again. Some of you need to spiritually cleanse yourself. It's time for a spiritual bath. Yeah, some of you, you need to be more open and vulnerable when it comes to whatever it is that you have experienced in the past. Especially if you're in some sort of relationship, you need to start being more open with your partner and being more vulnerable so that you guys could be able to connect. Because right now it feels like a relationship could be very stagnant, or it could be very yeah, a relationship is feeling stagnant, and that's because you're not speaking on the things that you really want to speak about. So for some of you, you've been through things and you're not allowing yourself to be vulnerable, and that is why you're receiving all this conflict when it comes in, you know, with your relationship. Promise I'll be here soon. Yeah, it's like you have to speak your truth. This is what this is. Yeah, you have to speak your truth. And this could be something that you never saw growing up in your family, where people were honest and they never spoke how they feel. They just, take action. They just do what they got to do and just hold it down. But this is not going to work for you in this phase of your life. You're going to have to be more vulnerable. You're going to have to be more vulnerable for real. Yeah. And stop sitting on those ideas. Take whatever action it is that you need to take when it comes to your creativity, because it's going to open doors for you. But yeah, that's what I have for you, fire signs. It was a lot going on, but nonetheless, it's time for you guys to go ahead and tap in, because you can't avoid this spiritual rebirth that you're currently going through. That's what this is. You're going through a rebirth. So even if that rebirth means, you know what, the conflict that you are getting from a relationship or a job or a partnership is happening because it's no longer aligned with your path. Okay. The problem that you're getting, possibly keeping your emotions to yourself, is because this spiritual rebirth is going to require for you to be more vocal about the things that you are feeling, and you can no longer rebel from hiding your emotions. You can no longer, do things a certain way. But whatever this is going to lead to a breakthrough, is going to lead to happiness, is going to lead to you loving yourself more, is going to lead to the things that, you know, is going to lead you to positivity and upliftment and spiritual development. And I mean, what's better than that, right? Sometimes we have to just go through it, go through things so that we can get through them and grow through them, and allow our experiences to turn into wisdom. But yeah, that's what I have for you, fire signs. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.